Okay. So we are talking about the snare drum etude. It is written at 63, which is really slow. We're going to want to work on this with a met on eighth notes for sure, but we're going to have to keep it in our head that we are reading eighth notes. The trickiest part about the snare drum etude is instead of choosing to write things where the hardest rhythms we are seeing are 16th notes, this composer is choosing to make them twice as fast, resulting in 30-second notes. Those of you who do not know how to count 30-second notes yet, you now will. We keep our normal syllables, 1T theta, and we insert the syllable D in between each one of them. So if you're counting, you would be saying 1D, T, D, T, D, T, but with our met on eighth notes, it is going to kind of feel like we are playing two separate sets of 16th. They just happen to be connected. So I'd be thinking about my foot goes down, my foot comes up halfway through. So at the top of the page, you saw a note that says all rolls will be 30-second notes. Your roll base is 30 seconds. If you use 16ths, your rolls will not sound like rolls. You'd be going, and the chances of our roll sounding good like that, very slim. So we're going to be playing 30-second notes, so I want to get us just kind of used to what those are going to feel like and sound like. So don't worry about what you're looking at on the page, and don't worry about buzzing yet. So these would be our big beats, 2, 3, 4. So if we're thinking 1, T, T. So these are my eighth notes, right? And then those would be 16ths. So now if I double it, let's try that. Everybody play eighth notes, just right hand at first. Here we go, right with that mat. Cool. We're going to turn these into 16ths, still only your right hand. Good. Now left is going to fill that in. Good. And try to feel the right hand playing 1T theta, 2T theta, 3T theta, 4T theta still. Nice. So now, when we are actually buzzing this, the first beat is a half note, so we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, eighth notes, right? So play that with me. Here we go. Ready, go, and nice. Now, for purposes of reading, we were already slowed down a little bit to 60. I wanted you to get a feel for how fast those rolls do feel when we're at a normal tempo. I'm going to drop even lower just for the sake of us having to sight read some rhythms that do look quite intimidating on the page. So now we're slowing this thing down. I want to sight read through the first line. Put your eyes on the third measure real quick. Think about where those rolls start and where they stop, and let's see if your hands can automatically get the feel of what 30-second notes would sound like and feel like on those rolls, because it's a little weird. Here's the very beginning. Watch your dynamics. The undisclosed diminuendo, so it doesn't tell you what you're going to, always make it nice and quiet. You want to emphasize, hey, I saw it, didn't miss it, okay? Here we go, beginning. 2, te, ready, go, te. Cool, let's isolate that last measure real quick. So will you play for me the bass, no roll? So we'd be thinking 1, theta, 2T theta, theta, 4T theta. But our bass is twice that fast, right? With a tap at the end of the last one, right? Let's do that together. Here we go. Just the bass, no buzzes. Third measure, and ready, and 1. Nice, let's do it with buzzes now. Ready, go, So if we wanted to be really particular, what we're actually buzzing is we're thinking 1 T, tatty tutty, 3 T tatty tutty, tatty tutty, 40 T tatty tutty doubby, right? But much easier just to think 16ths and buzz twice as fast. In my head, that's the way my brain thinks about it. So I'm just thinking, tata 2 T tata, tata 4 T tata. Okay, cool, awesome sauce. Go back to the very beginning. Let's read that whole first line one more time, see if we can have less people on those rests in the third bar. You see the arrow peak of crescendo, make sure that's really the highlight of that opening phrase. Here we go. Ready, go, and. Nice, cool. Checking out our next line. We are actually seeing some 30-second notes on the page. We are seeing them in conjunction with normal 16ths. So we are simply taking part of this and part of this, combining it into fun rhythms, using the term fun a bit loosely. And so we are seeing, let's see, the 2 lines go all the way. This gets extra line, meaning you have a set of 4 30-second notes. Your foot still comes up on the tay. That does look kind of stretched out and weird. But you'd be thinking about that rhythm. So you have buzz first on the second line. Then we have 1 DTD take ta, 2 DTD take ta. Just nice and quiet, right? 1 DTD take ta, 2 DTD take ta. Let's play those back to back. Ready, go, and. Same thing too. Ready, and. Nice. Then you see the full set of 30 seconds at the end, which is cool. You were already buzzing at that speed, so you literally just stop buzzing, keep your hands the same speed, okay? So let's play just through the first measure of line 2. Here we go. Ready, go, and. And try to have the most amazing diminuendo we've ever heard. Next dynamic is pianissimo, so it should get extremely quiet there. Let's hit it one more time. Try to pay more attention to the dynamics for sure. Ready? Here we go. Nice. In my head, I'm still consciously counting 16th notes that whole line. I'm thinking 1 T teta, 2 T teta, T teta, 4 T teta, 5 T teta. Okay? That's the way my brain always keeps track of these. Even though I can think 30-second notes, I don't always feel like it's helpful because it's a lot of information and it's real fast. So I'd rather focus on my big beats. Now it's imperative you focus on your big beats because if your brain starts thinking of 30 seconds as 16th notes, when you get to the next measure, you're going to play everything twice as fast. Because the next measure has normal, pleasant-looking rhythms, which in this case should actually be the rhythms you're on the lookout for. If it looks nice and normal, you're very likely going to mess it up by simply playing twice as fast as it needs to go. So let's think about the transition from the first measure of the second line into the second. If I'm thinking 1 T teta, 2 T teta, 3 T teta, 4 T teta, 1 T teta, 2 T teta, 3 T teta, 4 T teta, 1 T teta. Very likely I'd come out of that roll and go, if I'm not thinking about the actual 16th note speed. Yes? Okay, cool. Go to the beginning of that line. Let's play across it. Line 2. Ready, go, and. Okay. T, ta, ta. Not bad. Not too bad. Let's hit it one more time. Make sure those brains are thinking normal 16ths through this process. Ready? Here we go. 1 T teta, 2 T teta, 3 T teta, 4 T teta, 5 T teta, teta, 2 T teta, 3 T teta, 4 T teta, 1 T teta. Nice. Check out third line. You can tell by the stickings what to do on the weird little 16th note rolls. It will be a buzzless tap because 2 30-second notes would fit in that space, so we do 2 buzzes instead of a singular buzz. Okay? Let's read across that line. be high alert looking at that quarter note. Most likely thing you're going to mess up is that quarter note. Here we go. Line 3, ready, go, and. Not bad, not bad. Cool. When you do the T-tay, make sure, jump right off that foot, right? Gotta make sure T is perfect. So, T-tay. Show me that first measure one more time of line 3. Ready, here we go. T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay. Nice. Good. Let's add on 1 T on the next line. And just stop there though, okay? Here we go, starting on, let's get wild. Go back to the beginning. Play up until the beginning of line 4 where we play 1 T. Here we go. Beginning. Ready, go, and 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 tay, 4 T-tay-ta, 1 tay, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 5, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, tay, 4 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay, 1 T. Good. That part wants us to make a mistake by crushing those notes together and being 1 E, but it is 1 T, right? Keeping those nice and open. Cool. We're going to examine line 4 a little bit here. So 1 T, tatty tutty 4, or 3 T would be the numbers there. 1 T, tatty tutty 4 T. I keep saying the wrong number. Tay. Weird, right? That last thing just looks weird when you first look at it. I was kind. I showed you in the rest, hey, this was T. Hey, that arrow up means that's tay. So we've got to squeeze a note in between T and tay. So we're thinking 5 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta. We know T is there, right? 5 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta. Okay? 5 T-tay-ta. Play it with me. 5 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta, 5 T-tay-ta. Nice, very weird rhythm. Cool, let's go back to the beginning of that measure. First measure of line 4, here we go. Ready, go, T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay. That's the idea. Do it again. Ready, here we go, and 1 T-tay-ta, 2 T-tay-ta, 3 T-tay-ta, 4 T-tay-ta, 1 T-tay. Yeah, cool. Let's add the next measure. High alert, look, a quarter note rest, and an eighth note rest, and you have to keep track of all of that time. Definitely a hot spot to make mistakes right there. All of line 4, here we go. 1, tay, 2, tay, ready, go, tay. 1 T, 2 T, 1 T. Nice. Okay, a couple people a little early there. I would be making sure I'm keeping really good track of what beat I'm on in that last measure. Also realize you could get duped in your head because we're in 5/4 into seeing, hey, it's at the end of the measure. So you go 4, time, done, and then it's like, wait, there was a beat 5 I need to account for, okay? So make sure you're counting very accurately across those rests. Get your eyes into the next measure, line 5, measure 1. So it kind of looks like 1 theta, 2 theta, 3 theta, 4 theta at the beginning of the measure, right? If we were to cover the top line. But it actually is 1